There's something truly magical about a decadent dark chocolate mousse. The way it melts in your mouth, leaving behind a trail of rich velvety chocolate, is nothing short of enchanting. It's a dessert that speaks to the soul, offering comfort and indulgence in every bite. Is there anything more comforting than diving into a cloud of airy, rich and utterly chocolatey goodness? The texture is light yet satisfying, and the flavor is deep and intense, making it the perfect treat for any chocolate lover. Whether you're celebrating a special occasion or simply treating yourself, dark chocolate mousse never disappoints. I think not. For all you chocolate lovers out there, this recipe is for you. Imagine the joy of creating something so delightful in your own kitchen. It's a recipe that brings people together, sparking smiles and creating memories with every spoonful. It's simple to make, requires minimal ingredients, and the result is pure chocolate heaven. All you need are some high-quality dark chocolate, fresh eggs, a bit of butter and a touch of sugar. The process is straightforward, yet the outcome is nothing short of spectacular. Get ready to impress your friends and family with this easy yet elegant dessert. Serve it in beautiful bowls or glasses and watch as their eyes light up with delight. It's a dessert that not only tastes amazing, but also looks stunning, making it perfect for any gathering. Trust me, once you try this recipe, you'll be making it on repeat. It's that good. The combination of rich chocolate and airy texture is simply irresistible. Plus, it's a great way to end any meal on a high note. Let's get started, shall we? Gather your ingredients, put on your apron, and let's dive into the world of dark chocolate mousse. It's time to create something truly special that will leave everyone asking for more. Before we embark on our chocolate adventure, let's gather our essential ingredients. This step is crucial because having everything ready and within reach will make the process smoother and more enjoyable. Plus, it ensures that you won't be scrambling to find an ingredient halfway through the recipe. Luckily, you won't need a pantry full of fancy items for this recipe. We're keeping it simple and straightforward, focusing on quality over quantity. This means you can create a decadent dessert without having to hunt down obscure ingredients. Here's what we'll be working with. Just a few key ingredients that, when combined, will create a luxurious and indulgent chocolate mousse. High quality, dark chocolate. This is the heart of our mousse, so choose wisely. The quality of the chocolate will directly impact the flavor and texture of your mousse. Look for a bar that has a smooth, glossy finish and a rich aroma. I recommend using a chocolate bar with a cacao content of around 70%, ensuring a rich and intense flavor. This balance of cacao will give you a deep chocolate taste without being too bitter or too sweet. Eggs. We'll be separating the yolks from the whites, so have those ready. The yolks will add richness and help thicken the mousse, while the whites will be whipped into a meringue to give the mousse its light and airy texture. Granulated sugar, a touch of sweetness to enhance the chocolatey goodness. The sugar will be used to sweeten both the yolk mixture and the meringue, balancing the bitterness of the dark chocolate. Heavy cream, for adding richness and that velvety smooth texture. The cream will be whipped and folded into the mousse, creating a luscious and creamy consistency that melts in your mouth. That's it, see? Simple and straightforward. With just these few ingredients, you're well on your way to making a delicious chocolate mousse that will impress anyone who tastes it. Now let's move on to the equipment. Having the right tools will make the process much easier and ensure that your mousse turns out perfectly every time. When it comes to dark chocolate mousse, the quality of the chocolate you choose is paramount. Remember, this is the star of our show. Opt for a chocolate bar with a high cacao content around 70% to ensure a deep, rich flavor. Avoid using chocolate chips as they often contain stabilizers that can affect the texture of the mousse. We want a smooth, velvety consistency, and a good quality chocolate bar will give us just that. For melting our chocolate, we'll be using a bain-marie. This method ensures gentle and even heating, preventing the chocolate from burning. If you don't have a double boiler, don't worry. You can easily create a bain-marie using a saucepan and a heat-proof bowl. Simply fill the saucepan with about an inch of water and bring it to a simmer over medium heat. Place the bowl on top. making sure the bottom of the bowl doesn't touch the water. Now, let's melt some chocolate. Section 5. Whisking wonders yolks and chocolate unite. While the chocolate is melting, separate the egg yolks from the whites. We'll be whisking the yolks with a little bit of sugar until they become pale and creamy. This step adds richness and a touch of sweetness to our mousse. Once the chocolate is fully melted and smooth, remove it from the heat. Let it cool slightly before gradually whisking it into the egg yolk mixture. Make sure the chocolate isn't too hot, as it could scramble the eggs. Section 6. Reaching new heights, whipping the egg whites. Now let's turn our attention to the egg whites. Using a clean, dry whisk and bowl, this is crucial for proper whipping. Beat the egg whites until they form stiff peaks. Don't overbeat them, or they'll become dry and grainy. The key here is to incorporate air into the mixture, creating that light and airy texture that makes mousse so irresistible. Remember, patience is key. It takes a few minutes of whisking for the magic to happen. Section 7. The art of folding, creating airy perfection. Now comes the crucial part, folding the egg whites into the chocolate mixture. This step requires a gentle touch. We've worked hard to create airiness in both mixtures, and we don't want to lose that. Using a rubber spatula, gently fold the egg whites into the chocolate mixture in 2 additions. Don't stir. Use a light hand and a lifting motion to ensure the air bubbles remain intact. Section 8. Chilling and serving, the final touches. Once everything is combined, divide the mousse evenly among individual serving dishes. Cover them with plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 4 hours, or preferably overnight. This allows the mousse to set and the flavors to meld beautifully. When ready to serve, garnish each serving with your favorite toppings. Fresh raspberries, chocolate shavings, a dollop of whipped cream, or a sprig of mint all make delightful additions. Section 9. A symphony of flavors, tips, variations, and enjoyment. This section is all about taking your chocolate creations to the next level by adding your personal touch and experimenting with different ingredients and techniques. For an extra layer of flavor, try adding a teaspoon of espresso powder to the melted chocolate. This simple addition can transform your dessert into a gourmet experience. It enhances the richness and adds a hint of bitterness that complements the sweetness perfectly. The espresso powder melds seamlessly with the chocolate, creating a depth of flavor that is both sophisticated and indulgent. If you're feeling adventurous, you can also fold in chopped nuts or dried fruits for added texture and taste. Think of crunchy almonds, walnuts, or even hazelnuts. Dried fruits like cranberries, apricots, or cherries can add a delightful chewiness and a burst of tangy flavor. Remember, this recipe is a guide, not a rule book. Feel free to improvise and make adjustments based on your preferences and what you have on hand. Cooking is an art, and your kitchen is your canvas. Feel free to experiment with different flavor combinations and garnishes to make it your own. You could try adding a sprinkle of sea salt, a dash of cinnamon, or even a hint of chili powder for a spicy kick. The possibilities are endless, and each variation can bring a new dimension to your dessert. The most important thing is to have fun and enjoy the process. Cooking should be a joyful experience, a time to relax and express your creativity. Whether you're cooking alone or with loved ones, let the process be as enjoyable as the final product. So, go ahead, grab your ingredients and treat yourself to a little slice of chocolate heaven. Remember, the best recipes are the ones that bring you joy and satisfaction. Happy cooking!